Early rising Facebook family. This is me. I guess I don't have to introduce myself every Facebook Live because Facebook Live is different than the other social media accounts. You guys actually are aware of me. So, oops. I'm just trying to get my selfie stick situated, which I thought it was. Apparently it wasn't. So, I just want to share some information that was very valuable to me once upon a time. So, the last time I did a Facebook Live, let's tighten this up over here, I was emotional. I was feeling sad. I was mourning, in all honesty. And it's really hard for me, there we go, to maintain myself as the individual I am and combat negative feelings, even if they are negative feelings that are based in acceptance. So, my natural hair is out. For the last couple of days, I have not done my hair, and it was really, really dry. I spent my days just focusing on my to-do list, but I did prioritize, spending quality time with my children and stuff like that. And I recognized that my vibration was low, it's compromised, because I was focusing on things that didn't feel good. Even though I accepted, the things still didn't feel good. So, let's try to, okay, I think that lighting is a little better. So, I'm going to give you all a couple tips on some things to keep in mind, and I'm going to use my natural hair as an example. So for the last couple days, I haven't done anything to my hair. For any individual out there, melanated individual out there that's decided to allow for their hair to grow natural, you know that it's negligent to just abandon your hair, not do anything to it. Natural hair is all about moisture. Right now, it's moisturized. I just rinsed it, and this is a conditioner treatment in here. But now my hair is breathing. What I did was ran some water on it and took my time. I read that for melanated hair, if we scrunch like this, then it creates knots, and knots are the beauty balls or the naps, or the hair issues that we experience or that we oftentimes have issues with. This natural melanated hair is very curly. So if you scrunch like this, then it's going to create knots because the curls are like tangled up on one another. And life is like that. So if you are in a emotional space where things just don't feel good, and then you decide to become duty-filled, duty-focused, and you're like, I need to take care of this, I need to take care of that, and you're scrunching like this. You're not honoring your natural curl, your natural vibration. Your vibration is the energy, the electricity that we naturally emit whenever we're feeling something. We can have a high frequency or we can have a low one. And there are things that we must do in order to maintain. So again, if you're scrunching like this, you're creating knots. If you are focusing on all the duties that you need to do and kind of covering up the way that you feel at your core, you're creating knots. Once you realize that that's happening, it's all good. The best thing to do is celebrate that moment, because in that moment you've become aware. From your awareness, you want to surround yourself in positivity. So be conscious of who you're speaking to, what you're speaking about, what you're listening to, and do some research. Figure out the elements that are really impactful for this realm of our existence, because it's kind of complex, but not really. It's actually far more simple than we realize, and it's super easy to be responsible. So fast forward to when you decide that you want to do something about it. My recourse is to listen to individuals like an Eckhart Tolle or Lisa Nichols or a Esther and Dean, Abraham Hicks, because they speak life back into me when I can't speak it into myself. I would seriously suggest that you all, if you're in what is this called? It's called a shift. When you are in the midst of a shift, it is awesome to have real life directors that can help guide you in the right direction, because when you're in a not so great mood, even from circumstances that you accept, that frequency that you're creating is low. So then the things that you do in life are going to be in lieu of that low frequency. Attitudes, arguments, ineffective communication, despair, depression, loss of appetite, cravings of things that, foods that are not beneficial to assisting with heightening the vibration. So the first course of action I take is, once I recognize that, hey, I'm in a slump, let me go listen to some resources. Same thing for my hair. When I recognize that my hair is too dry for me and I don't know what to do from there, YouTube. I look up different videos that look appealing to me, and I take that information and I apply it. I apply what resonates with me. Same thing with the spiritual stuff. Now, after you listen, it's going to be time for you to put in that work. So the example that I will use is that this rising, I awoke and I was ready to be proactive on heightening my vibration. So I got up, and after meditating, came in, I did wash my hair. I made sure that my hair was laying flat like that as I put the shampoo on and when I rinsed it off. I don't typically shampoo my hair, but I felt the need to do so today. And then when I was done, I took a towel, well, not a towel, I took a t-shirt to wrap around my hair instead of a towel. And this is the only hair shed that I had, and I haven't done my hair in 2 days. Now, I also took this coconut suave conditioner, a glob of it, and coated my hair with it. That example is what I will use to highlight what we do when we begin to implement the teachings from philosophers that we admire, that have messages that are pertinent to us, things that we can actually apply. All right, so when listening to my spiritual coaches, I take the part of their messages out that are real to me, the parts that aren't intimidating to me, so that I can begin my journey. Same thing with this. Took a whole glob of conditioner, actually like 3 of them, and spread it out with lots of TLC in my head. And before I knew it, my curls started to become alive. The curl pattern is in there. I'm able to run my fingers through it now. I wasn't able to do that beforehand. This is an awesome tool for personal observation. As I'm finger combing through my hair right now, I have a little bit of a knot in the back. I use the other finger to help me ease my way through there, but I continue to give myself some TLC. As I'm doing this, I'm in the mirror, and I'm forced to look in my eyes. and really connect with myself. While connecting with myself, I am smiling, I am communicating positive, loving messages to myself, and I am recognizing how far I've come. Now, from the hair perspective, I had the sides and the back of my hair shaved off for a long while. I only had the middle. And now I'm doing my hair for the first time in my life, and I'm able to retain length. I haven't really been big on chemicals most of my life. So, but this is a nice length. I'm proud of myself because this is a length that I've been able to retain by maintaining the health of my hair on my own, which allows for me to see how strong I am, how smart I am, how capable I am. There are parts of my hair, because I do the crochet braids and I don't have a lot of experience with hair, mine or anyone else's. So when I've taken out my crochet braids, there have been times where I cut my braid real short over here by mistake. Then I cut over here. The latest one was when I cut a braid that was way up here. And this was about maybe 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. I have this length now. When I initially cut it, all this up here was gone. I only had that amount of length right here. It's pretty pitiful. I was ashamed of myself in all honesty, because I was like, damn, I'm in my 30s. I just cut my hair. It wasn't on purpose, and it's right in the front of my head. This is very obvious, and I don't want people to judge me. I don't want to look funny. I don't know how I'm going to cover this up. And, you know, the downward spiral, the black hole that our thoughts can take us into when we're not being, how would I say it? When we're looking for things to resolve themselves, even though we recognize that we're in the driver's seat, and we decide that since we're in the driver's seat, it's good to scrutinize, to criticize, and we look at things like the patch of hair that we cut out from right here, or the hair follicles that we've allowed to become weak and, you know, experience less hair growth in specific areas. It's not responsible to continue on that kind of a path, go on a negative hiatus, because it's only going to get us deeper and deeper. So if we decide that we're ready to climb up, and we start using our tools, and then we start applying our tools, and then we connect with ourselves as we're applying our tools, it's a great idea to acknowledge the progress, even if today is your first day. Even if today is the first day that I cut my hair by mistake, and I'm ready to move forward and do something about it, I had to laugh at myself. I have to laugh at myself. Not because, ha ha ha, I'm so funny and I'm being malicious and mean and evil, but because I recognize that misfortunes happen. It was a mistake, but it's all good. Because if God, my ultimate Father, the end all be all of my existence, is allowing for me to move forward, then that means that I have more opportunities. And if I have more opportunities, then I am my boss, I am my worker, I am my whole tribe, I am it for myself. And then I get to expand through other individuals, regardless of who they are to me. But if I'm not established within myself as who I am, then I'm going to be stuck in a rut. So as you're taking in that time and you're saying, you know what, I'm ready to start from right now, and smile, Be excited. Be happy. You will have those aha moments where things really begin to come together and make a whole lot more sense. The best thing that we could ever do is love. And if we don't love from the inside and fill our own cup with that love, there's no way that we can go out into the world and give any sort of positivity at all. It is scientifically impossible. It is energetically impossible. And it is logically impossible. So, I welcome you all to begin your spiritual training and or begin your natural hair journey and begin to honor who you are. You may not look like me. You may not be a melanated person. Maybe you're of another ethnic background. It's still essential for you to connect with yourself because we are all one. We're all the same. We just look a little different. Our packages are different. But we are the same. All right, that's my little message for today. There is a lot going on in the world today. So lock this message in your heart and sprinkle it, surround it with love and light, and have a beautiful, prosperous, blissful day. I'll holler at y'all later. Love and light.